silence all cell phones and mobile devices. Welcome. I'm Tech Sergeant Evans, your narrator for today's ceremony. Please stand for the arrival of the official party and playing of the national anthem. Room, attention, hut! Post. Post. At ease. Please be seated. I would like to introduce the members of the official party, starting with the commander of the 368th Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Carlson. The senior enlisted leader of the 368th Training Squadron, Chief Master Sergeant McCord. And the interim first sergeant for the 368th Training Squadron, Sergeant Pattison. I personally want to welcome and thank you all for supporting these airmen as they enter the next challenging phase in their careers. Please feel free to come forward at any time to take photos during today's ceremony. From the staff of the Pavements and Equipment Schoolhouse, we want to be the first to commend these Dirt Boys on achieving their goal in arriving at this momentous occasion. The Pavements and Equipment Apprentice course is 61 academic days and is divided into 3 different courses. The initial course is 35 days where the students train on water trucks, dump trucks, front-end loaders, fencing, material handling, compact track loaders, backhoes, excavators, and bulldozers. The second course is the inter-service course with 5 days of training in grader operations. Finally, the last course is the awarding course and is 21 days. The students train on multi-purpose sweeper operations, wartime contingency operations, and finally, asphalt and concrete pavement construction. Each student receives 28 Community College of the Air Force credits upon graduation, which are applied towards an Associate of Applied Science and Construction Technology. Today, these airmen graduate and earn the right to wear the Civil Engineer Occupational Badge and the Dirt Duty Identifier Patch. To understand how meaningful this is, it's important to capture what it truly means to be a Dirt Boy. To further explain, Staff Sergeant Linder will now recite the heart of a Dirt Boy.
The heart of a Dirt Boy. It's a quality of mind, a mental resolve, an attitude that turns a person beyond the normal and the mediocre to accomplish great things in all works of life. Perhaps the most important difference between the heart of a Dirt Boy and a mediocre person is one gives up and the other doesn't. It's that quality of mind that defines us. No matter what the situation is, we have the ability to grit our teeth and keep going. We don't quit. We refuse to give up. It's a quality of spirit that refuses to be beaten, a resolve of the mind to go on. No matter what happens, we dare to believe the impossible. We hurt, but we keep on going. If we want to be great in our career or in life, we've got to have an inner motivation, something to drive us. I call it desire. We have a fighting heart, a fighting spirit, the kind of attitude that can meet obstacles and difficulties and rise above them. You can go through the motions if that is the kind of person you are, but remember that we can smell it and we weed out the weak. Take pride in the things you do. The job might be bold, but it has to be done. Always remember, Dirt Boyz paved the way. Deal with it.
Oh.
Thank you, Staff Sergeant Linder. To fully understand this group of Dirt Boyz, I feel it is important to capture their time and their experiences here at Fort Leonard Wood. I now invite Class Leader, Airman First Class Warren Agora, to come forward and tell everyone the story of Class 23013.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have the pleasure of telling my class's story. Our journey began on January 11th, 2023. I'm sure that I can speak for everyone when I say that I don't think any of us were quite knowing what to expect. On the first day, we all made quite interesting first impressions. There were 3 TDYs that wanted nothing to do with the NPS airmen, someone that was obsessed with messing around with chemicals, and someone with a psychology degree that was analyzing our every move. However, little did we all know how much we grow together as a class. There's nobody else that I'd rather go through tech school with. Our class gained the title as the nerd class, which I never took as a bad thing because that meant that we were normally doing what we were supposed to do. That's a Porter quote. Although I am sad that our tech school journey is coming to an end, I know and have faith that everyone here will do great in their careers and make great Dirt Boyz. Thank you.
Thank you, Airman First Class Warren Agora. These group of 10 individuals came into my block, the Pavements block, 13 days ago now. I had the pleasure of teaching them everything and anything I could about pavements construction, including asphalt, concrete, and then even much more beyond that. I know this class picked my brain about a lot of different things, whether it be how the operational Air Force works and what else I could kind of provide them beyond what I teach at the P&E schoolhouse as well. Now, this group of individuals, they're a madhouse. Every single one of them has their own personality, but they all work extremely well together. When I need them to, they come together and they work exactly how I ask them to, while still helping each other out in the long run. They joke around quite a bit, but they come together and they get the job done. Warren Agora said it perfectly, that they're doing what they're supposed to. Regardless if they're the nerd class or not, they came together and they did exactly what I asked of them every single day. They gave 100%, and I couldn't be more proud of them. I'm glad I get to introduce these Dirt Boyz into our career field, and I promise you I'll see you guys in the long run. It's finally time to welcome these students into our civil engineer family, with the tacking on of our duty identifier dirt patch by Chief Master Sergeant McCord and the presentation of diplomas by Lieutenant Colonel Carlson. Class 23013, prepare to graduate. Going to the 146th Civil Engineer Squadron at Port Hueneme, California, Airman First Class, Eric Aguilera. Going to the 254th Red Horse Squadron, Anderson Air Base, Guam, Airman First Class, Caleb Cruz. Going to the Triple Nickel Red Horse Squadron, Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada, Airman First Class, David Felipe Desden. Going to the 940th Civil Engineer Squadron, Beale Air Force Base, California, Senior Airman Alberto Iniguez. Going to the 560th Red Horse Squadron, Joint Base Charleston, South Carolina, Staff Sergeant Joseph Linder. Going to the 507th Civil Engineer Squadron, Tinker Air Force Base, Oklahoma, Airman First Class, Jalen Porter. Going to the 349th Civil Engineer Squadron, Travis Air Force Base, California, Staff Sergeant Christian Quintana. Going to the 201st Red Horse Squadron for Indiantown Gap, Pennsylvania, Airman First Class, Darius Shaw. Going to the 254th Red Horse Squadron, Anderson Air Base, Guam, Airman First Class, John Ubad. And going to the 148th Civil Engineer Squadron, Duluth Air National Guard Base, Minnesota, Airman First Class, Megan Wanagora. Let's give one more round of applause to our newest Dirt Boys. Congratulations, Dirt Boys. Please be seated. The award selection criteria apply to the whole person concept, giving the flexibility to weigh performance and academic achievement against other qualities. For example, we consider overall professional attributes such as leadership and followership, conduct, bearing, behavior, attitude, oral and written communication skills, problem-solving abilities, adaptability, and faculty and staff recommendations. We would like to recognize those students who have excelled throughout the course and have earned the Academic Achievement Award. To qualify for this award, the student must maintain a 90%, have no academic failures, and have no disciplinary problems. The Academic Achievement Award goes to Senior Airman Iniguez with a 93.5%. Airman First Class, Felipe Desden, with a 93%. Airman First Class, Cruz, with a 92.6%. Staff Sergeant Quintana with a 91%. And Airman First Class Shaw with a 91%. Congratulations, everyone. Let's give one more round of applause. I will now turn the floor right back over to Lieutenant Colonel Carlson for words of inspiration.
All right, congratulations, graduates. Congratulations to those of you who also got the Academic Achievement Award. That's a job well done throughout this long course, 61 academic days. It's really great to see how many of you excelled, and I mean, all of you graduated, but several of you excelled in this academic arena. Well, what I can tell you is today is not the end. It's only the beginning, because we as the Air Force are a learning organization. Once you get back to your duty station, you're going to have opportunities to work through your career development courses, achieve a CCAF, maybe a bachelor's degree, a master's degree. We've had graduates come through who are working on their doctorates. So don't pass up those opportunities, because we can't afford, as airmen, to think that we are better than our counterparts in China, in Russia, in North Korea, or Iran. We have to be better than them. We have to continue to push ourselves to excel in our education, but operationally as well. So we've given you the tools to be successful operationally. You'll gain other experience when you get to your duty stations. You'll build on what tools we've given you here. So take those opportunities, because you're the next generation of leaders in the Air Force. And we need you to take those opportunities so that we can assure that we are better than our competitors. Because America's counting on us. You know, we're part of that 1% who's raised our right hand and pledged to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. I had the privilege to re-enlist Texarkana Wood today, and once again, we reaffirm, you know, our duty to our country. And so part of that is being proficient in our jobs. And as you go on to those jobs, I think everybody here is Guard or Reserve, correct? So that's pretty unique. I don't know if since I've been here, we haven't had a Guard or Reserve class. However, you play a huge role in providing the capability for your states and also for the reserve, but for active duty as well. In my experience, over the past 18 years, deploying multiple times and spending a year in Kuwait as a squadron commander out there, I would say about 40 to 50% of the units I've been a part of have been Guard or Reserve. So you play an enormous role in providing that combat capability in a deployed environment. And we're shifting our focus to Indo-PACOM and the Pacific Theater. What we're doing out there is we are repairing numerous World War II airfields so that we can project combat capability. And you as Dirt Boyz are going to play a major role in that because we're not doing it through contract work, we're doing it through rotational forces. So don't be surprised if you find yourself deploying to the Pacific in the near future to rebuild a runway, reclaim an airfield from the jungle so that we can fly, fight, and win in the future. And some of these places may not be ideal, but go in there with a good attitude, excel at the job at hand, and all the promotions and recognition will come naturally. You don't have to worry about that next rank when you're doing it for the right reasons. So I challenge you to continue to pursue that education, push yourself in your knowledge of your primary duties as operators, heavy equipment operators, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you in the Operational Air Force. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Carlson. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join the class in the Airman's Creed and the Air Force song. Room, attention, hut!
I am an American airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American airman, guardian of freedom and justice, my nation's sword and shield, its sentry and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will never falter, and I will not fail. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, soon to meet our thunder, and now give them the gun, give them the gun. Down we die, fighting our flames from under, off with one hell of a roar. We live in vain, go down in flames, hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force.
At ease. This concludes our graduation ceremony. We invite everyone to stay and congratulate today's graduates, beginning with Lieutenant Colonel Carlson, Chief Master Sergeant McCord, Tech Sergeant Pattison, instructors, and family. Thank you.